Hey guys, welcome back. I'm edcgunner and I busted my Rolex. And the story is, I was doing a video about I need a new rotor. It's busted. It has a rooted rotor, fuckers. And I wanted to service it. I'm waiting for a new rotor or the rotor part. I'm not really sure what's inside, but my watchmaker has that covered. And ever since I got my Submariner, uh, let me just show you. Ever since I got my Submariner, the bezel action wasn't that ideal. It was kind of stuck at this point here. It was moving, but I know that's not a big deal when I bought it. It's not a big deal. It needs cleaning from all the gunk inside and everything else. So I was postponing almost a year. I was having inner struggle. Why should I pop off my bezel and clean it up? So some instructional videos and all that good stuff. However, no, man, you're not gonna do it. It's a Rolex, it's your grill, it's a Mariner. I've done it on Seiko's, it's easy, but it's a bit different on Rolex. I don't want to scratch anything, I don't want to fuck it. And last night, sure, I did it because I have a history of repairing, fixing, and breaking things ever since I was a little kid. I broke all the pencils inside, all the pens my father had, and all the electronic items. I just had that thing. I need to, when I get something idea in my head, I need to do it. So yeah, little did I know, I pop off the bezel. I did all the protection and everything, and it went smooth as clear. Sure, now I'm gonna just clean it, rub it up, brush all the gunk, and the bezel will be as smooth as as the Rolex bezel should be. However, uh, I did all that thing, and everything went great. First thing I noticed, it wasn't that dirty. So anyways, I cleaned it up, put it on, put it all back together, and sure, there was no improvement. It all turned a little bit nicer, but I wanted to be perfect. So I noticed the problem. There's a little here quick bezel spring here. You can see this thing here, and I knew that's how it is with the Rolex. And let me just zoom in so you can see. And this is just a half of it. And this is just a half of the story. So I guess the moral of the story: don't do it yourself. And the biggest thing, I have the second part here also. So I noticed this here wasn't in really particularly good shape and it was bent outwards a little bit. So if you don't familiar, there's a notch here and uh, guides the bezel with 320 clicks, but this notch also stops it for going backwards. And it wasn't in the nicest shape. It was stitching out nicely, and it was during all the years it hasn't been properly maintained. I thought, okay, I done this to Seiko, so don't do it, guys. I thought I will just persuade it a little bit inwards so I get that smoother bezel action. And I pushed it once and nothing happened. And I just knew what's gonna happen. But devil inside me, something had to be done, and I was already mentally prepared. If I break this stuff, I can get a new one. It's not a problem, but I hate waiting. Anyways, so I pushed just a little bit too far, and I persuaded it a bit too much, and this here little bugger broke in half. So you can see, and this is 35 millimeter piece of steel. It's brittle as fuck, and now I'm waiting for this part and the rotor part inside. So now what I'm gonna service, it's gonna be complete overhaul. I'm not sorry. Everything is a lesson, and this little lesson is, if you're not a professional, don't repair. Don't do it yourself, guys, especially on higher end watches. I don't really care. I'm gonna keep this watch forever, and I'm gonna get it all fixed. It just needs a new this piece of wire here so it can go smoothly. But uh, just wanted to share this little story, and I think it's kind of cool now. I have a Submariner without the bezel, and some people gonna say, "I know, I'm do it like this." It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool, but I want it all to be perfect. So now I'm waiting for the rotor part. It's not good. I have a rooted rotor. Now I have a busted. I have a busted bezel. So yeah, this is a story, and I think I might do one of the things. I might do a video dumb things you should not do to your watch, and one of the dumb things is don't do it yourself if you are not a professional, and I'm definitely not professional, but I'm not sorry. I think this is a learning process, and then I busted many watches in the past, in the history, many things, and you learn from this, and at the end of the day I'm gonna have it new. It's an easy fix, it's an easy replacement, but I just wanted to share with you guys something that if you are not confident doing it, if you're doing it first time, because parts, this little fucker costs money, and I'm gonna have to check it out with my watchmaker so he can order it from Switzerland as well. And I'm good thing all those watchmakers have connections, and even though Rolex does not sell spare parts, you have to send to Rolex. I have a good watchmakers. I know a couple of them, or possibly even more, and they have connections all over Europe, so I can get original new old stock parts, and I think this is not a problem. But just wanted to share with you guys, don't do it. Don't be. I knew I shouldn't do it. I waited almost a year, like 10 months, and finally one night I decided to crack it. So that's it, guys, for me. Thank you for watching. I'm edcgunner, and tell me, what do you think about this nonsense?
Went from Seiko to Rolex.